Alright, today we've got another character build which is named simply the Wastelander. This build is focused on being as optimal as he can be, thriving out in the wasteland, whether that be by collecting loot, killing super mutants, or getting showered in bottle caps. You live to live in the wasteland. Getting into the meat of the build, you're going to want to start out with 6 strength, 4 perception, 4 endurance, 3 charisma, 4 intelligence, 3 agility, and 4 luck. These will play into the first 9 perks you need to get on your journey to level 10, and of course sets up for our end build. So now, let's roll over into the 9 perks and levels you want to get them at. Level 2, you want to get Gunslinger. This gives you additional pistol damage, which will be staple of the build. Level 3, Mysterious Stranger. Getting this perk early is going to help increase the amount of times you see him and basically get his help. Level 4, Awareness. This allows you to see your opponent's weaknesses and levels in bats. And as we all know, that's a key way to survive in the wasteland is to pick the right fights and the right tool. Level 5, we got Gun Nut. At this point, you're going to want to start using some of those juicy scraps you've been collecting on your journey, and the damage boost mods can really help too. And then level 6, we have Armor. This basically goes hand in hand with Gun Nut. You started getting new parts for your guns, might as well start making new parts for your armor. Level 7, we've got Gunslinger rank 2, with your trusty pistol being your most trusted weapon due to the cheap mods, easy ammo. You want to make sure you're as refined with it as you can be, as quick as you can be, so get that right as soon as you can at level 7. Level 8, we've got Scrounger. Speaking of all that easy ammo, it's time to make it easier. With the Scrounger perk, you can assure you're getting the most out of those ammo boxes. Level 9, we've got Strongback. While you already had the ability to carry a ton of stuff, you'll eventually find yourself having to make multiple trips, but not when you have Strongback. Level 10, we've got Caps Collector. To top off the early part of the build, you finally began to establish yourself as a lucrative Wastelander, and with that establishment comes better prices and stuff from the vendors, right? And this is going to be the core building strategy. Kill all the dudes, get all the loots, make all the monies, share with no one. From this point, you can take the build in that theme, whatever you want, but I've gotten it to level 60 and filled it out, and this is the end results. For special stats, we have 6 strength, 4 perception, 4 endurance, 6 charisma, 6 intelligence, 3 agility, and 4 luck. And I'm going to go down each special tree and show you guys all of the perks that we got in each of them. In the strength tree, I maxed out armor and strongback so that I could fully modify out my armor and power armor and also never have to worry about being able to fast travel while over encumbered. Because that shit gets really annoying when you're trying to get all the loot back to your place and you have to make multiple trips. In the perception tree, I maxed out rifleman, awareness, and locksmith. Rifleman gives you another weapon option and it is advised you get it pretty early. Having already addressed awareness, we'll move on to Locksmith, which maxed out lets you get into all of those pesky lock containers so you can get the loot that you need. Now, I didn't get any perks in the Endurance tree as I didn't feel any fit into the build without making it either too weak or off the point, but there are some great RP elements such as being able to eat irradiated food that you could have fun with, but I just chose not to go with any of them and left us at our standard 4 starting point for Endurance. Charisma was one of the places I boosted the build the most, starting at 3 and ending at 6. This decision was made due to the ability to build shops in the settlements with the local leader perk, because what better way to thrive in the waste than to establish safeguard and fund the waste. Also in the charisma tree, we've gotten Lone Wanderer, as my focus on the build was a lone wanderer who only gets help from the Mysterious Stranger. This perk gives you extra carry weight, which won't be important later, but is early on, and as well the damage boost that you would basically miss out on from not having a companion. And last but not least, we got Caps Collector. 1 point from maxed out basically just because we didn't need the 500 caps investment because you can just build multiple shops. So there's no real point in my opinion. Intelligence is to go along with wanting to use that junk we find and be as optimal as possible, such as any good Wastelander would want to do, and also access to more of that junk and usable stuff. That's why I've maxed out the Gun Nut, Hacker, and Science perk to complement armor and the theme of modding items, and as well to complement Locksmith so no item is safe from your possession. In the agility tree, we just maxed out Gunslinger to be able to get the most out of one of our 2 theme weapons, and as well get that lovely chance to disarm those nasty villains of the waste. Last but not least, we have the luck tree. Luck can be every bit as important to your survival in the wasteland as anything else. With that said, I've invested into 3 perks in this tree. Fortune Finder, which really does increase the amount of bottle caps you find in containers a good amount. Scrounger, which is basically the same thing but for ammo. And Mysterious Stranger. In my opinion, Mysterious Stranger is what's really going to give you that movie quality feel. We all use VATS, and nothing is more fun than to shoot a dude with your last VAT shot and have him be at a tiny sliver of health, leaving you super angry and ready to shoot another shot, only to have your mysterious friend show up and put the icing on his cake. So that's the Wastelander build. I'll provide all the useful bobbleheads, magazines, weapons, shit like that in the description below. If you enjoyed the build, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't suck, I worked hard, and, à deux, trois.